As far as injuries go, really, it was just Frank Clark, and not just, but it was Frank Clark who has a groin strain. So we'll see how he does here. He's got a little bit of time here, which is a good thing to recover. But our fans were unbelievable. I mentioned it before the game to the guys. There's a lot of love there. There's a lot of black too, and it's just going to be continuous noise throughout the game. So normally when your defense on the away game doesn't have to worry about the noise, they're going to have to worry about it today. And so my hat goes out to our fans. I thought our run defense and pass defense were tremendous. The fourth down stand, I thought, kind of set the tempo for the game. It was moving a lot down he doesn't get mentioned very often, with a couple sacks in there, along with Chris Jones and George. So our defensive front, I thought, it starts with them. I thought they played well. Our young defensive secondary, I thought, also played well, especially the safeties. They don't get a lot of credit for what they do, but I thought they really played well and very aggressive. On offense, starts with the offensive line, just like it does on the other side with the defensive line. I thought we did a good job against what I thought was a good defensive front. But 98, 99 good rushers, and our guys did a good job there. So it was good to see KT get a back-to-back game like that, and back-to-back touchdown. One got called back, and they won right after that. So it was tough to bring down. Great quickness. Justin Watson starting it off with a big catch. Pat was on fire. 105 quarterback rating again. He's throwing these things out there like they're nothing. That was a big play. Again, setting the tempo. And then Kelsey again doing what he's done. I know he came up a couple catches short of the record, but in my mind, he's got the record. So, and then Juju and the other guys, they all played well, so the receiving door. And then Tommy on special teams, a real weapon he's become, so I thought he really did a nice job kicking the ball, putting the ball. It was good for Brett to get a field goal in there too. Without time, yours.
get the number one seed and get that bye next week?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I mean, you still got to take care of business. Our guys understand that. We'll give them a few days off there next week, and then get them back in towards the end of the week and get some practice in there. But then start the regular week after that. But to just take a step back and get yourself where you feel stronger and healthier, so mentally and physically. It was a good thing.
Obviously, you have the number one seed before, but you had a lot of changes in this offseason. What was the challenge about getting this particular group to this point?
I give credit to the coaches and the players for that. They started with Pat taking the guys to the receiving core. That's where he had a bunch of new guys that he was going to have to deal with in just a split second. So, and with accuracy, he was able to do that and get them on the same page. He's still got a ball back there. And then, defensively, with all the young guys that Brett brought in, not only were they tremendous players, but they worked like crazy to step up and do the job that they did, particularly in the secondary. Every week they got a little bit better. So, but my hat goes off to the coaches. Coaches worked hard, players worked hard. Good things have happened with this plan. We still have some games left here, so we need to take care of business on that.
Andy, you've been watching the 1948 Rose Bowl film. Where'd that come from? What's the benefit to it?
You saw how it ended up. That's the benefit. So it's just to create a little bit of confusion and then line up in something that's not familiar to the opposing team. I know the guys executed it well. We ended up with the holding call out, but they did good with them. The players enjoy doing that stuff, so creativity that they come up with these things. So we just throw them out there and let them work.
I want to ask you about that. To some degree, it's for competitive advantage, but it's some. Still want to just make this more creative for them.
Yeah, but you want to score too. I mean, it's not fun when you're not doing that.
Who came here with us idea?
Well, we've done it. We've kind of messed around with it in practice. We call it the laboratory. Where he gets the guys down there, and then they don't put their name on it. They just bring it to me. And I've got 51% of the vote, so if I like it, we go. It was in the Christmas spirit. It was reindeer personnel, and then Arctic Circle here.
Coach, you seem to dominate physically both sides of the football today. Did that surprise you at all? What the Raiders just seemed like they...
I think Josh has done a heck of a job now. I mean, nobody's had more close games than what he's had, and that's in the first year. It's a tribute to him and his guys for playing like they do. So we knew that coming in here that they were playing well. They just had the 49ers to that last week, and so we need to make sure they got our complete attention. Our guys did a good job, We needed to get the three phases working together, and I thought the guys did that. All three phases showed up and did a nice job.
Coach, what was the preparation now going from Derek Carr to Jarrett Stidham, just in your preparation, getting ready for a different guy who's kind of a dual threat guy, unlike Carr?
So I don't know much about Stidham other from his college tape. I really liked him coming out. Derek Carr, I got a ton of respect for. I got a chance to coach him in the Pro Bowl, and so both of them, Stidham, for young guys, looks like he has a nice career ahead of him. And Derek, he'll come with somebody, and I'm sure he'll do a great job there if he's not back here, right? So he's a true pro and a heck of a football player.
Andy, Chris had a career high in sacks. He talked to us in the offseason just about leading some players on the field in the AFC Championship game. Did you see that motivation kind of lead to what he accomplished this year?
Yeah, he worked tremendously hard in the offseason, and not that he hasn't been, but he really worked hard at it. I think he and Joe Cullen hit it off, and they have a nice little thing going there, chemistry-wise, and so I think that was a plus. Joe's master technician, especially in the pass rush game, both things, but pass rush in particular. And I'm sure Chris would tell you, gave him a couple of other things he could use, and Chris did the rest.
How about Carr? part of the offense and what's, obviously it's come quite a way since the second half of the season. What about his development?
Yeah, I'm proud of that kid because it's hard. It's hard to make it through as a rookie, period. So many games, but get better every week at that position. It's something. I mean, it's as much mental as it is physical, and he is relentless. You see him at practice; he goes 100 miles an hour at practice. He transfers that into games, so my hat goes off to him.
Andy, we spoke about Kadarius earlier. I just wonder if you could elaborate on the dimension he seems to be giving you, versatility and explosiveness, especially at this time of year.
Yeah, he does. I mean, the way we're running the ball, our running backs are working like crazy in that. And you saw the big one that 10 had at the end, but you kind of mix that in, and Kadarius has got a little bit of each. He's got the receiving part, and then you have him the football, and he can do some damage. So, and he loves to play. I mean, that's what we appreciate about him.
McKinnon had a 6 straight game with a touchdown. How critical has he been to this offense?
Say that one more time.
McKinnon has had a 6 straight game with a touchdown. How critical has he been to this offense?
Yeah, big. I wouldn't say yes, right, but good, yes.
Coach, I want to ask you about Max Crosby. Seems like he was able to do some things against your offense today. What does a guy like that bring to the Raiders team?
So that's something he was not good player. And he's 100 miles an hour, likewise every play. And he's going to get there. Going against his old teammate, and those two get after each other. Wiley, I'm talking about, so college teammate. But my hat goes off to him. But he'll get there. He's a good player. He can get there every once in a while, but you just want to make sure it doesn't completely disrupt your offense.
Last one.
Coach, just the first half there was a sack, interception, Juju big play, Tony big play, touchdown. Just seeing the defense and the offense just gel during that stretch, and you saw a lot more of that this time around. How key is it, obviously, getting both sides gelling like that going into the playoffs?
Yeah, you needed that. We really hadn't put it all together. I thought this was a good time that, if I had to pick a time to do it, this was a good time to do it. We strive for it every week, but it seemed like it all kind of came together today, which was a plus.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Patrick asked Andy about this. I'm sure you heard it, but you guys had a lot of changes this offseason. What do you think allowed you to still wind up here as the number one seed?
It starts with the organization and the coaches. They've set a culture here that, it started before I was even here. And so you get a lot of guys in here that learn how we do things. We have a lot of veterans on our team. And when you bring in new guys, you just show them by the way you act. And luckily for us, Brett Veach and Coach Reed brought in a lot of guys that were ready to work and wanted to get out there as quickly as possible. And I think you've seen as the season's gone on, those rookies are getting better, and then the veterans are starting to hit the right moment going into the playoffs.
Patrick, you all seem to have a lot of fun out there today, bring around the rosy formation. Even Colin Saunders lining up in the backfield. Colin tells me in the locker room if you had thrown it to him, he would have caught it. The confidence level that if you do throw it to Saunders, he's able to secure that.
I told Colin, I was like, I'm pretty sure Trav was wide open. That was my second read, but I was just like, I got to give him a chance. And there was like a linebacker almost stumbled. I don't know if he'd have caught it. He actually has really good hands, but I don't know about his vertical, so I don't know if I'd have been able to throw him a jump ball. We work on stuff throughout the entire season, and then trying to call in the right moments. The Coach Reed gives us some freedom to do some of our own flair to it, and so that circle run was one that we had ran some plays like it, and we talked about it on the side, and we were like, hey, let's see if we do this, get some confusion going, and throw something back. And the other thing is it has to work, and it worked, but he's got the hurdle penalty. So we're going to get some good stuff going for the playoffs, and wherever we run, it has to work.
Patrick, how much was the circle play? First of all, was it snow globe or Arctic Circle? And second, how much did you have to say in how that designed to begin with?
Yeah, it's a combination. It's like reindeer personnel, take circle, snow globe, whatever. I mean, I think snow globe's the easiest way to. That's why I said it out there. It's the easiest way to say it. It's the right play call, but it was something we had kind of practiced on actually last year of doing that kind of getting confusion going and getting to a lot of snapping that we didn't get a big chance to run it last year. It kind of got thrown, not really, but you kind of as you season gets started up, you go back to the basics, and as the season went back on, I was like kind of nudging Coach Reed. I was like, hey, let's bring it back in a different way, and we didn't have that throwback on it last time we ran it, so hopefully we can maybe do it again and get back to whatever we ran last time and get another touchdown.
Patrick, you were pretty critical of your own play last week. Your first pass today obviously goes for 67. Can you walk us through that? It didn't look like Justin was your first read on that play, but if you could walk us through that and also just hitting the deep ball on your first pass.
Yeah, I mean, that still could have been better, especially in the second half, but it was nice to get that going early, especially. And like you said, Justin wasn't the first read, but he was kind of like those alert. He's like an alert where you get your eyes there just to see. And he did a good job on that motion. He didn't get the ball thrown to him all practice, and he was just staying alive. And they played coverage that they don't play a lot, where they're playing a little two into the field. He kind of got down that where would be the red line, the sideline, and I was able to get the ball to him and make a play. I was disappointed he didn't score. He's supposed to be like the fastest dude on the field, but he didn't get in there. So I'm sure McCole and Marquez will give him a little crap for that.
Patrick, I'm wondering what it felt like to step on the field for the first time after DeMar Hamlin's injury.
Yeah, it was definitely weird, man. I mean, it's a game that you love, a game that you've played your entire life, and you've enjoyed, had so many great moments, and it's brought so many great things to you. But obviously, with the situation that happened on Monday night with DeMar, I mean, you still have that in the back of your mind. Not him going down or anything like that, but just you want to be there for him. There's so much stuff bigger than football that was kind of in your mind, and so I was just glad we were able to get out there, and even though we were the first team back, we were able to get through there with not a lot of injuries, and guys were able to just go out there and enjoy it and have fun again. And I said it at the end of the game there to the broadcast, but it helped out a lot that he was able to make that video. Even though I didn't see it, he made the video and was able to talk to his teammates again, and everything's looking great because that gives you a little bit of that final thing, like, all right, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to go out there and give joy to not only us, but the rest of the world watching us.
Patrick, you're 27-3 against the AFC West. Did division wins mean more to you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was something that was instilled with me right when I got here. Is we were going to focus on the AFC West opponents. We believe we have one of the best divisions, not the best division in football. And so we know if we can handle business in the AFC West, it's going to put us in the position to be where we want to be at the end of the year. And so like I've said a lot, is our first goal is win the AFC West. Second goal is to get home field advantage, which we're in a weird spot there. But now we're going to get this bye and try to get back to the playoffs, get a home game at Arrowhead, and try to handle business there against what will be another great football team. If you look at the AFC in general, every single team, 1 through really 8, 9, can make a run at the Super Bowl. So we know we're going to get a good test no matter who it is.
Patrick, just again back to the spin play, just in this sense, how much does that speak to just sort of the general creativity among you guys and how it keeps this fresh and vibrant in a lot of ways that go to work?
Yeah,
follow up.
Yeah, it's you have to have fun out there. I mean, we practice hard. We go out there and we try to get the best out of every single day. But the coaches let us have fun. And I think that's what keeps us going. And it's a long season, a lot of practices, and sometimes you just want to play the games. But we built this culture of let's go out there and practice, have a great time doing it, enjoy it, have fun. But at the same time, let's be great. And that's stuff that, like I said, was here before I even got here. And I'm glad I'm in this organization and get to do it every single day.
And then just a quick follow-up, just seeing Kadarius, again, add another dimension. How much do you think he's looking like he'll be a real factor for you guys going forward in ways that, we couldn't have seen before?
Yeah, even more than I think we thought. I mean, we knew he was talented, but for him to get accustomed to the offense this fast and be able to be out there for multiple plays now, and even if he's not getting the football, he's in the right spot, he's doing the right things, he's getting himself open. It just adds another dimension. He's a special type of talent that's different than any player that I think I've played with as far as the way he's able to move. And so he's getting better and better at running routes that we run in this offense. I think y'all saw that today. And now let's try to get 17 back, another speed guy, and I think this offense can even take it even another step.
Pat, just wondering about Max Crosby. Played him against him now for a few years here. As a quarterback, does he always capture your attention? Know where he is? What's he doing?
He's an absolute monster. I mean, at the end of the day, that's it. I mean, we know. I mean, we have a plan for him. He everybody has a plan for him. He does a good job of still making an impact on the game. And we go at it. I mean, he's a competitor like I am. But I have so much respect for him because the way he plays. Because sometimes when you're that good and that talented, you can take plays off, and he takes 0 plays off. He plays the run, the pass, whatever it is, every single play as hard as he can.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I feel like it benefits our defense just getting some rest. Some guys got dinged up in the back half of the season, so opportunity to get healthy, get fresh, and just kind of clean up some small things. We had we played on Saturday, played on Sunday, played on Saturday again, so it's been quick turnarounds. Get to go back and watch the tape, so some stuff we can clean up prior games and clean that stuff up heading into playoffs. Yeah, man. I think that's a testament to our vets and our coaches. They came in since training camp and are trying to push us every single day, finding new leaders. We got the vet guys, Chris, Frank. Juan's been here a lot, played a lot of football for us, and Jay Reed's coming in from Houston. He played a lot of football for us, and so we had a good nucleus of guys, and got a lot of young guys who are willing to buy in and do their job and do their 111th and communicate, and also just respect the other guys and come in and work every single day. And I praise those guys that we lost. Kind of set the standard of what we want to do here, and we just had some guys come in and just buy into that, and it helped us out a lot. Yeah, man. I was there just a year ago, so I know how it be up and down and how the training camp goes. And guys get dinged up, I see those guys still competing, push through. We all our rookies, they did that throughout training camp, and it kind of benefited them going in the season, helping them make a back push for these last couple games. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like I said, like Patrick mentioned earlier, we kind of want to come in and win the AFC West. We know how good our division is, so that's our first one, and also getting home field advantage. And it's still in kind of a dicey situation with that one, but again, we kind of our goals, we kind of accomplished those, and our next goal is kind of compete for a Super Bowl. We got a week off, and we come back and try to compete for that as well. Yeah, if I remember correctly, those games we didn't tackle very well, and I didn't really tackle that good today. So just cleaning that up. I feel like those run out the catch and yards at the catches with playmakers on those two teams especially. Those guys can catch the ball and get vertical and make plays, and so we just got to tackle it well in the playoffs in order to have a chance. Man, I guess the biggest thing is just him being him. He doesn't try to be anybody else. He knows who he is. He comes in every single day and try to give his best, and that's the only thing we can ask for. He comes in, he plays 3-tech, play the shade, play the end, plays a pass, hold off double teams. He keeps our linebackers clean. That's been a benefit for me for sure, and then also for Willie and the other guys, and also the D linemen. We always know that Tristan will get the slide, so backside usually can get one-on-ones, and so I help the backside generate pressure, and that's good for our defense as well.
Patrick talked a lot about the culture of this team. What have you, since you joined here the Kansas City Chiefs, and the culture and how you become a part of that?
Oh yeah, since I came here, the standard's always been winning. We come in training camp, we bust our butts off to try to put ourselves in position to win games, and ultimately win the AFC West. And so Coach Reed and our coaches, Coach Spags, they do a great job pushing us every single day. I try to put ourselves in that position, and as we kept going, when the roads get tough, it brings us together. Lean on the leaders a lot. It forces us to kind of grow together. Young guys, again, those guys have been terrific. They've been buying into the culture and pushing themselves every single day to get better. And I think that's what it takes to be good in this league.
You've seen it in practice, but to see it in a game today with the Arctic Circle, the spinning around in the offense, just what was your first reaction when they showed that in practice?
Yeah, I actually didn't see that in the game today, so I might not speak correctly on that, but I see them do it in practice. They kind of do it every week, and so they just have fun with it, man. And don't know who's getting the ball. Those guys are playmakers, the dynamic on offense, and Coach Reed does a great job putting guys in position to make plays. Yep, thank you.
tied a career high today for season sacks, 13.5. You talked to us in the offseason about trying to have this kind of season based on the way last year's finish. Can you just kind of walk us through this journey you've had this year?
It's been fun. We still got a ways to go. Leading into the playoff, it's not about how you start; it's how you finish. And I think we finished in a good mind frame, good place as a D line overall. My supporting cast, when I'm what those guys been able to do for me, free me open. Joe Cullen bringing him in as a mentor for me and as a D line coach has completely transpired my game, whether it's the run game or the pass rush. So I'm very grateful.
How eager are you, or have you been for a while, to play in the playoffs based on how last year ended?
Last year stuck with me. I had 2 critical plays that I should have made that I missed, and we know how the game went. So this year we're eager to get after it after the bye week, of course, and home field advantage.
Chris, what specifically has Joe Cullen done for you?
Most importantly, we have the same mind frame and passion towards pass rushing. I love to pass rush. Natural born pass rusher. But we emphasize on improving in the run this year, taking my game to another level on the pass rush and the run game, and pushing me to become a more complete player than just a pass rusher.
Chris, is there an extra bit of satisfaction when the team knows they're double teaming you? You know they're double teaming you, that the slot's coming to you, and you still get a sack like the first one today?
It's more so understanding. I know it's coming. I haven't seen it throughout the year, and it's about my counter reaction. I'm going to play it what I'm able to do in this defense that Spags allowed me to do, and the first one's very successful with it.
This is the first game since DeMar Hamlin was hurt. I wondered how you processed any of that, if it was or wasn't a factor anyway before you got out there and played.
Thoughts and prayers go out to DeMar. I read that he's actually talking now. He sent a message to the team, and that's tremendous. To watch that from home on my couch, which it could have been one of my brothers who I play with. I definitely was affected emotionally, and going into this game, being the first game that's played since that incident that happened, it was heavy on my heart. I said a prayer for him, and I said a prayer for my teammates also to ensure their safety.
Were you able to be out of your mind basically once you started playing?
I don't think it's ever out of your mind as a player to experience that. I think you try to mask it with what's going on in your surroundings.
Chris, I asked you last week about Colin Saunders and him being healthy. This week you got a chance on offense. Did you see his play? And what
Pat should have threw it. Pat should have threw it. I'm blaming Pat. It's the quarterback fault. We've been working that play since week 1 of the season. And I think this is the second time they called it. The first time they called the timeout. Coach Reed took him out. Second time, Pat should have threw it, but the defensive DB ran upfield, which forced Colin to kind of angle it out, and he wanted to,
Was it a good route?
With the circumstances, I can't go against my guy. He's a deep block guy. Yeah.
Hey, Chris, you faced Derek Carr a number of times. You got in the car. The first time you faced Jarrett Stidham. What did you see in that quarterback, that new quarterback that got his first start last week?
He's very poised. I think with repetition, he can be a good quarterback in this league. He'll stand in the pocket. He'll take a hit. He's very patient with it. Yeah. He's understanding of the game. Very shifty also. So much respect to him and Raiders organization for believing in him and actually starting him over Derek Carr. Wish him much success. Not against the Chiefs, though.
Hey, Chris, how complete of a game was today's defensive performance? You always be critical of you look at performances with a critical eye. How did you rate today?
We dropped a few interceptions. We let 2 to 3 quarterback runs get out past 6 to 8 yards. I mean, we can be better in that area, but I think we played pretty good last game of the season. Knock on wood. Hopefully everyone came out healthy. We got a week off. We came in with the intention knowing what's at stake and what we're fighting for, and we was able to win the game, most importantly. So heading into the playoff, we get a bye week, we get home field advantage, everything we wanted going into this season, and we're looking forward to the playoffs.
We'll go 3 more. Go Sam, Scott, and then Wayne. Chris, how different of a player is George Karlaftis from when he first came into training camp, what you're seeing from him now?
I love George, man. Like I said earlier, we kind of asked George to step in and be a starter on this defense. It's not comical, but he's answered. I think he's going to be a tremendous player. The more he play, the more repetition he's out there, the more he's able to feel the game, the more knowledge he has. And you got to be patient with him. He's young. Got to give him time to grow. But I love George. That's my guy.
I have basically the same question, but the way he's been such a consistent sack guy the last 5-6 games, what does that do for you having another guy who demands that much attention?
What is it? 5 for 5 right now?
I think it's 6.
Oh, okay, George. He's been staying with me after practice, working on his pass rushing. The commitment that he's broadcasted throughout the season is starting to show on the field. And sometimes it doesn't translate with your work that you put in, and you expect this, and sometimes you don't get that. And I was telling him, you got to be patient with that. Sometimes it's not for you to get it. It's not in your plan to get as many sacks as you want to get. Sometimes it's about the growing process, what you learn throughout the year to become a player that you're going to be. So he's very understanding to that. I have a lot of talks with him about being patient. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's your first year. We know you want 20 sacks, and everybody wants the double-digit sacks, but it's a process that you got to go through in order to achieve that type of success.
Last one, man. Chris, just this level of satisfaction getting through the season and sweeping the division.
Oh, man, that's refreshing. Listen, going into the year, we had a lot of criticism on we might be the worst team in this division. And I know every player in that locker room and every coach in that locker room heard about it or seen it on social media, on ESPN, and with all the transitions this division made, whether bringing in Chandler Jones, Russell Wilson, and the Chargers adding Khalil Mack, they counted us out. And with Coach Reed and Pat and the supporting cast, we was able to overcome every adversity, every stick and stone that were thrown our way, and go undefeated in the division. So I think that's tremendous. It takes a lot to do that. That's not an easy task. It takes a lot from each individual also to buy in and truly believe in that. And I'm just extremely proud of these young men.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.